Welcome back to the Midnight Narrator, where the sanctity of home is breached and the familiar becomes a source of terror. Tonight, we explore a chilling tale of a solitary homeowner and a cryptic warning from a neighbor. A warning about the importance of securing not just doors and windows, but something far more sinister. Prepare to confront a horror that lurks just beyond the threshold, waiting for an invitation. Join me as we unravel the unsettling secrets of the Entryways. Turn down the lights, double-check your locks, and listen as we explore the darkness that creeps into our most private spaces. My new neighbor, a solitary woman named Mrs. Elmsworth, offered a peculiar warning. She always wore faded denim and weathered boots, her face etched with wrinkles. She kept to herself, but one evening, as I was securing my front door, she approached with a concerned look. "You're living here alone now, correct?" Her voice was hoarse. "Yes," I replied, feeling a little uneasy. "Why do you ask?" She leaned closer, a faint scent of old books about her. "You should check your entryways carefully each evening," she said, her eyes narrowing. "Make sure they're all secured. If you don't, well, it's best not to risk it." I gave an awkward chuckle. "I'll keep that in mind." Ms. Elmsworth's expression remained serious. "I mean it. Check them, or they might find a way in." I watched her return to her house, a sense of unease settling over me. They might find a way in? What did that mean? I dismissed it as the anxieties of an elderly recluse. That night, as I prepared for bed, I thought about her warning. I checked the front door, ensuring the deadbolt was engaged, then the back entrance. After a moment's hesitation, I went through the house, checking every ground-level access point. The sliding glass door in the dining area, the small door leading to the utility area, all secured. I counted them again. Front, back, utility, all locked tight. It felt silly, but I checked them all again. Nothing unusual happened that night. But in the following days, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. I noticed subtle changes. A cool draft despite the closed doors, faint noises at night, and a growing feeling of being observed. A week later, I returned home late from an extended work shift, exhausted, and forgot Ms. Elmsworth's warning. I went straight to bed, too tired to check the entryways. I didn't think about it until the middle of the night when I awoke to a soft scratching sound. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I initially thought it was an animal, but the night was still. The scratching grew louder. My heart began to pound as I sat up, listening. It seemed to be coming from the utility area door. Hesitantly, I left the bed. As I approached the utility area, the scratching stopped abruptly. My pulse quickened. The door was closed. But as I reached for the handle, I noticed it. Marks on the door. Not mine. Something else. Something that shouldn't have been there. I stumbled back, my breath catching. The marks were too deep, too irregular. They looked like something had tried to gain entry. I frantically checked every ground-level access point. Front, back, utility, all locked tight. Yet the feeling of unease persisted. The next night, I meticulously checked the entryways before bed, counting each one. Front, back, utility. Twice. I went to sleep. But the scratching returned. This time louder, faster. It wasn't just one entryway. It was all of them. A frantic scratching from every part of the house. I jumped out of bed, trembling. The entryways were all closed, yet the scratching continued. I retreated to the center of the living room. Then I noticed it. A shadow moving just outside the sliding glass door. A shape tall and thin with elongated limbs and a form that seemed to shift in the dim light. It pressed against the glass, its shape turning slowly toward me. The indentations, if that's what they were, met mine, dark and intense. They looked almost like the impression of a human face, but stretched and distorted, as if pressed from the inside. The scratching ceased, but the glass began to vibrate. I don't know how long I stood there frozen, but eventually the shape receded into the darkness. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, I hurried to Ms. Elmsworth's house, but there was no answer. A neighbor informed me she had passed away a few days prior, around the time the scratching began. Now I check my entryways every night. I never forget. Because I know something is still out there, waiting. And if I fail to check, it might find a way in. Sometimes late at night I think I hear it. A faint scratching, not at the doors or windows, but somewhere deeper, within the walls themselves. And there we conclude our unsettling journey into The Entryways, a story that delves into the chilling consequences of neglecting unseen threats and the terrifying reality that some doors are best left unopened. What happens when the very walls of our homes become conduits for something malevolent? How do we protect ourselves from a horror that defies explanation? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If this tale has left you with a lingering sense of dread, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to join us on future journeys into the darkness. This is the Midnight Narrator, signing off. Until next time, remember, sometimes the most terrifying intruders are the ones we can't see, the ones that slip through the cracks of our perception and find their way into our nightmares.